Hey there, y'all. It's Lee from Stringfield Ridge Farm. And me and Teresa was tagged by Bub at getting started on Homestead on 5 LCEs, which are life-changing events. And so my first one, I'm going to try to go in order with these. And so the first one would have to be years ago when I accepted Christ as my Savior. That is first and foremost a definite life-changing event. We don't always live like it, but I mean, we're all sinners, so I try to do my best that I can every day. Second off would have to be, I'm going to put these two together, which would be when I was 12 years old, and the man that owned this property, I found him passed away out in the yard fertilizing. He had been fertilizing the pecan trees on Valentine's Day in 1986. And so ever since then, Valentine's Day's kind of been a little weird to me, because I actually thought of the guy as a grandfather, because I grew up right next door to him from the time I was born. And so I used to hang out over at his house a lot, sit around, talk with him out underneath the shade tree, and try to learn a lot of different things from him. So it was kind of a really weird situation whenever that happened. The one that I'm going to tie into it would be whenever we decided to start our YouTube channel and start, homesteading, because the property had changed a couple different hands before I was able to buy it, and I was actually wanting to get into more of a more self-sufficient lifestyle, or self-sufficient lifestyle. And so whenever me and Teresa did do that, and we were able to buy the place and started cleaning it up and doing our thing that we wanted to do, we thought and tried to figure out a name for the farm, and just nothing really rang a bell until one day Teresa happened to walk underneath the tree that he used to sit under all the time. There wasn't no breeze stirring that day, and she was hot, been working in the gardens, and she happened to get underneath that tree, and there was a cool breeze started blowing, and she decided that maybe we should name the farm after him. And he did plant all the pecan trees, him and his father did, back in 1935, I think it was, that he said. So that's where Stringfield Ridge Farm come from. We named it after him. His name was Odell Stringfield. So there's three things that was life-changing for me. The fourth one would have to be whenever me and Teresa got married. I was still young. She's a little bit older than what I am, and I already had five daughters. Not three, not two, not four, but five. And I had to step in there. I wouldn't change it for the world, though. I love all the girls the same. The grandchildren, they've definitely got my heart. Teresa's got my heart too, so just in case y'all wondering. But anyway, that was a big life-changing experience right there. To go from being single with no cares in the world to having to be a father figure for 5 girls. Yeah. So, yeah, that was definitely a major life-changing event. And the fifth thing that was definitely a life changer for me was whenever I lost my father. Lost him 9 years now, 8-9 years. No, it may be 10 by now. But anyhow, it was definitely a life changer because he was always one that I could always call on at any time, day or night, and he would be here. Most everything that I know as far as homesteading wise, you know, be able to do my own carpentry work, electrical work, all that in general, I learned from him, because not only did he work a normal job, but he was also a handyman on the side. He was a jack of all trades and a master of none. But that was definitely a life-changing experience. Every time that I do something like that, to me it's just carrying on some of his legacy on that. I have lost a lot of good friends over the years too. That's been life-changing experiences also. When you think back on them, you know, about the loved ones that you've lost, I mean, it still hurts. But you gotta go on. Life goes on. It's part of life. It happens to us all. All we can do is try to pass on our knowledge of what we have gathered over the years onto a newer, younger generation, and hopefully them seeds that you plant in there will carry on throughout several more generations after we're done gone. But for me, that is my 5 life-changing experiences. But anyhow, as always, like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up, and God bless.